Hey, 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 hey. Hi, everybody, and welcome to It's Me, Angie, and Savior First, keeping it real. Good to see
Keeping it
you guys.
real.
Yes, we're keeping it real today. You might not
Only
like
gonna
what
be
we got to say, but
yeah.
it is what it is. You don't want to hear it, you know where to go. I think there's an auction happening. There's quite a few auctions going on right now, so yeah, you can go over
Save a
there.
little money here and come over and listen to what we have to say and then go back and talk about it.
If you know your feelings are easily hurt, then this is not the place for you.
Yeah, this is not for you.
Yes. So because some people, you know what? I would say we're allowed to be emotional because we're all human beings at the end of the day. We can act as if we're tough and everything, but we do have an emotional side to
Yeah,
us.
and we were given that. We were given that.
Yes, and some people choose to show it, some people choose not to, and some people just cycle. They just
They use all of them together.
yes, different personalities,
Got a lot of symbols out there.
So, when I'm emotional, I let people know that I'm emotional. When I'm who I am, I let people know who I am. And when people try to cross me, I let people know that I'm not the one today, Satan, not the one.
Yeah. You chose the wrong person.
The wrong child of God.
You chose the wrong Christian.
The wrong child of God. Because you know what? I don't play that kind of game. The Bible say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and power. So
Powers, that's right.
yeah.
It's more
So
than
they're out
it's
there.
more than this. More
Yes.
than this.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood. So what you got to do? You got to put on the whole armor and the breastplate of righteousness,
You better put that helmet on too.
which
Man, they
the
got
word of God.
people are trying to eat that brain alive, man.
You gotta go, and the shield of faith. You
Yeah.
gotta have the word of God because anybody come, you know where to slice and dice them. You know what?
Yeah, because it's
'Cause
sharper than a two-edged sword. It'll get you.
it will get you. Well. I'm so glad that we're here because we kind of missed. I think the first one. I don't know what happened the first time we couldn't. I couldn't make
You
it. I
must
think I
had
couldn't
something
make it.
going on in your apartment you were having done.
Oh, the first one, yeah, they had to come paint the ceiling, and man, the fumes and the smell of it, it is, so yeah, we couldn't do that. Then
And
the
then
other
you
one,
had one. And then last one, you had bad weather.
I had really bad weather. I had to go to the bathroom and
Oh
hang
my
in there for
God.
a bit. Yes, I had to go because they were on the news. They were telling you if you have somewhere to go hide, if stay in between like a hallway where you got
Yeah, the
walls, or
windows.
go into the bathroom. So yeah, and I remember because I was doing a jewelry unboxing and sale, and I was like here, and I was seeing the trees. It was getting really dark, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here quickly and go into the bathroom and go.
Y'all normally have that kind of weather.
Oh yes, we do. One time we had that weather. I had to go stay at my friends. I had to go say because their building is structured in the way because she was on the sixth floor. Their building is structured in the way that it can withstand
Withstand.
any form of wind, storm, or even
They built
hurricane
it. They
tornado.
must have built it as a category 5 or
Yeah,
6 or something like that.
yeah, they built that building, and let me tell you, when after everything ended, we came out that morning. Oh my gosh, there was stuff everywhere. I was like, that was my first real experience of it, and I couldn't believe, yes. So, but all the other times, because I don't have no way, if they were still living in Florida, I'll be like, I'll be going there to stay till it comes down because their that building is like can withstand. They build it. Even the glass door to even open it, it's hard to even open the patio door because that's how
See,
deep.
we're in
Yeah.
tornado alley too. We get a lot of tornadoes here
Mm,
where I live. There's been since James and I have lived in this house over the past 30 years, we've had two or three go right over our house.
wow.
I mean, just could have took our house and just flattened it.
Oh.
And not only that, but just have them like when I'd be at work, like
Mm,
I'd work like 11 miles from where I live, and there'd be a tornado in that little town, or they have to close everything down. We'd have to cut the lights off where we work and get in a safe
mm,
place, and
yeah.
it we are in that line of tornado. This state is.
Yeah. So, the last year, thank God, the year before, it was coming for us really bad, really bad. And you know what? I was praying. I said, Lord, if something happened to me, nobody gonna be able to find me because I live alone. And
And
so
see,
I
and y'all
prayed.
have hurricanes too, and we have hurricanes.
Yeah, I prayed for that thing to stare off and go somewhere else. And that thing, before it could hit us, it just stare off. And I was so grateful. I'm always praying. I said, Lord, please, because I don't know how to swim. One, even people that can swim still die in it.
Yes, they do. Yes,
You
they do.
know, yeah. And the water coming in, the level of your home coming in, it's like if water comes in and fill this place, it's like where I don't know where I'm gonna climb up to. Even people that climb up to the attic and everything still get drowned in there because how high the water can go
And I don't
sometimes.
know if you've ever experienced flooding, but if it got in your house, see, we've had it where it's been in our house before, about this high on our floors since we
Mhm.
lived here. We had to have everything replaced. To me, that is one of the worst things is flooding,
Yeah.
because it's water that you cannot control, and
Hmm.
it's on your floors, and you're like, this is not right. This should not
Yeah.
be like this. And
Yeah.
you're having to get the water out of your house. It's bad.
One time like that, I had to lift everything that was on the floor. I put them up on tables as high as I could put it. And, I left everything else, but anything I just think that was valuable that was on the floor, I took it up and just put it on very high so that even though, but I like where I am because even though I got drainage system around me, I'm still like up. I'm not flat where if
Oh
the rain
yeah,
comes and it will flood, it could flood and go about an inch or two, but it wouldn't come up because I have like a couple of stairs that lifts up to the
oh, I
right for
got you.
me.
Okay,
So
I
that
got,
kind of
yeah,
like really saves me. But if I climb the stairs down, I will be in water that will cover my
right,
shoes. But if
right.
I climb the steps up, I'm fine. So that's it. Anyway, let me say hi to some people coming in, and then we're gonna start our topic for the day.
All
Hi,
right.
Jeff. Welcome in. Welcome in. Jeff is from the coin community. If you don't know, now you know. And he'll be going live later today at maybe 9 o'clock or so. He's always shifting, his time. So I don't really know when he's on most of the days. Okay. So anyway, so Jeff is on later today. Thanks, Jeff, for coming in. Wow. 10:02. Life with
10:02.
Polly. Yeah, they be sitting down here waiting for us. Life with Polly. Good to see you, Polly. Polly came in at 11:44. All right, and Jeff came back in with Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, today is St. Patrick's Day.
I
Yeah.
have green on. I have green jewelry. I have green jewelry, rings, bracelets. I have green. This shirt's kind of light, but it's green. There you go. There you go.
You see, there I go. I forgot, but yeah, I remember now.
Look, I looked up St. Patrick's on the internet. It said that he didn't even wear green.
You see?
So
Well,
I don't even know where the green, I guess the
where the
leprechaun,
green came from.
unless
Yeah.
it's the leprechaun, because it says St. Patrick's never wore green.
Hmm. Hi, Brian and the Twin Coin. welcoming Brian and the twins from the coin community as well. Hi, Melinda. Mwah, mwah. I hope Zane is there. I received a package from Zane. I'm gonna be opening it later when I finish saying
Zane is a
hello.
sweetheart.
Yes. All right. Let's see who else is here. Gotta have to take this off soon because I could hardly see. Hey, Claudette. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Claudette.
Hey,
Welcome
Claudette, my
in.
twin.
I appreciate you. Hi, Chu. Mwah, mwah. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you, Teresa. Welcome, welcome. Hunter. Good to see you, Hunter. Welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is Love Hollis. Mwah, mwah,
Yeah.
mwah. Hi, Love. Oh my gosh, it's good to see you. Oh, good to see you, Love. Welcome, welcome. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Oh, I miss this lady so much. She's been through a lot. So please, guys, continue to keep her in your prayers. You know what? You might not know what to pray, but sometimes when we don't know what to pray, we just say, Lord, whatever this person is going through in their life,
He
please
knows.
touch them, heal them, provide for them, give them the grace to overcome what they're going through in their life. You know, this lady has been through a lot. So let's continue to keep her in our prayers. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you, love. Mwah, mwah. Welcome, welcome. Cool. Hi, Kuren. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kuren, she does auctions. She used to do auctions on her channel. I don't know if she does anymore, but you will definitely see her on other channels, including my channel. So make sure you check her out. Good to see you, Kuren. All right, all right. Angela. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Angela. Welcome in, welcome in. Yes, missed you, lady. Oh my gosh, Love Hollis used to be like when I used to just do unboxing. I never used to even go live. She used to be in there leaving comments, you know. So I've known this lady for almost 5 years on
You know,
YouTube.
it's weird how you can remember the very first people that came into your channel and the very first ones that supported your channel. But for
Yes.
some reason, you can remember all that when you
Yeah.
start having content on your channel.
Yeah. You know, some of them I don't hear from them once in a while, especially like during the holidays. I'd like to just send an email just to say, happy holidays, because I still have their email address. I don't know if they're still alive, because with
Right,
COVID
right,
as well, you never know who COVID took, you
right.
know. But I used to just go in and just say hello and stuff like that. So yeah, I know these people have been following me since I started my show. They've been supporting me, you know. And sometimes like I say, that you always have people that will come, they will support you, and then you have some people that you don't see them anymore for one reason or the other. You don't know why, but it's always good when they come back. And like I'll email someone like, I hope you're well, hope everything is fine. And yeah, I get emails back.
Look,
Hey, dog season. Mwah,
read
mwah.
his comment. Read his comment.
How much do I love Ella and Angie? So much that I just so much buy this commercial just to see the beautiful smiling faces. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
gosh.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so
That
much,
was
dog
pretty
season.
funny. That made my
Oh,
day.
thank you for watching the commercials. Thank you.
That was funny. That was funny.
Yeah, because some people don't watch commercials. Uh it's just like
And then there's certain ones
shit.
they do not want to watch.
Certain commercials that they let you that you can't even skip. You gotta watch it. you
Ella, do
know.
you remember when we were growing up and we only had the 3 channels or 4 channels we could
Of
watch?
course, three.
Okay, so during the show, they would only do 2 to 3 commercials, and then you were back at the program again.
Yeah.
Now it's 5 or 6 commercials.
Do you know sometimes I've been thinking the program is supposed to be 30 minutes, but you only watch 15 minutes of it. I'm like, and then it's already
Yes,
ended because every freaking 15 minutes there is a
and
commercial.
they have 5 or 6 commercials. I'm like, and I'll tape stuff so I could get through the commercials. And when I DVR something, I get to that and I just go and I speed it through and not deal with it.
Yeah, that's why some of them, like when I got like Hulu, I pay so much for my Hulu because I don't have time for commercial. You know, I just want to watch. I want to sit down and I just want to watch the whole thing through. I don't have time
Right.
to, you know, be paid. So I'm like, do I want to pay for cheaper one that will have commercial, or do I want the one commercial free? So I'm like,
We have
commercial
Prime,
free.
and some of the channels on there doesn't have commercials, but a few of them, like Free V or whatever that channel is, it'll
Mm.
have commercials. But
Yeah, but
oh,
sometimes some are only one or two commercials, so it's not
right,
bad.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
it's
bad.
not
No,
bad. Yeah, some of them just have way too much commercial.
oh, it's crazy,
You can't even,
crazy.
if I can't even fast forward. That's the
No,
bad thing. You can't fast forward, even though it's a pre-recorded. You can't even fast forward. You have to watch the commercial.
right, it's bad.
Teresa said, "Get premium, and you don't have commercials." Well, sometimes we get paid when people watch commercials. We get paid on it, not that much, but we still get paid. That's why sometimes when I'm watching some people, I just let it run.
Right.
Because I'm like, yeah, they're getting paid on the commercial, so I just let it run, so that they can get paid, even though it's not that much, but
And
every
what's
little.
so sad is I don't want somebody to come to my channel. Now I'd love to get paid for a minute and 50-second commercial, but I
Mhm.
don't expect them to sit there and watch that minute and 50 seconds.
No, now you see how I knew that sometimes that the commercials are there's some long ones. I go on my desktop and I let my my other lives play on that desktop, and oh my goodness, I come back, the commercial, I'm like, what is it? It's not like a commercial, it's like a whole program on its
A whole
own.
story of
Yes.
something.
And I look at it, it says 17 minutes. I was like, wow.
Oh
But
my
then
gosh.
I could look at it. I don't make much money from the commercial. Very small. Very small. Claudette say commercial cable commercials are the worst. They're the worst.
They just play too many commercials.
Ah. Oh, I am not that kind. As soon as I could, I skip. I can
I skipped it. Skipped it.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Sometimes, like I say, you know what? You can't always sit down there, watching the commercials when you don't want to miss. So you just want to skip it. You watch a few seconds, then just skip it. All right. So before we go on our topic today, I received this package
Yes,
from
please open it.
Zane. Zane
Make yourself
is
big.
uh, lovely, lovely.
I said, make yourself big.
Oh, uh, this is a gift from Melinda's. I think Melinda's grandson, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're right.
Hi, New England Cajun root reseller. Oh, no reseller on it, just New England Cajun root live. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. This is Johnny. And if you're not following, make sure you click on the link. Johnny, drop your link so people can follow you. All right. This is Johnny. So make sure you follow. He's live on his show, on his new channel. He's live on his new channel. And he's going to come back with the morning shows at um at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I just finished making all my videos, new
That's
intros,
great.
outros. Oh, nice. And new countdowns. Great.
That's great.
Yes. All right. So, and if you guys do not know Melinda, she is an awesome lady. This is Melinda here, you know, and her I think it's her grandson,
It
Zane.
is. I think so.
Yeah. Sent me this gift and I just opened it. So let's see. I said I was gonna open it and see what it is. All right. Okay, let me see. It says, enjoy your gift for your birthday. Oh my gosh. It says, enjoy your gift from Zane. And it's for my birthday. My birthday is next week, Monday. Oh my goodness. Do I want to open it or should I wait till Monday?
Are you going to tease us like that? Hey, Zane is probably sitting in front of the TV going, she's really not going to not open this. She's really going to open it.
I did say, do you want me to open it? Oh, my favorite! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The spicy mangoes! I love this! Oh my god! I love this! Thank you so much, Zane. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I love these!
What
Oh
is
my
it
gosh!
now? What is it?
These are the spicy mangoes. I came across them on the Buddha Chicks channel. And when I went in there to place the order, I was waiting for her, so show them. Patiently waiting. I got tired of waiting. I said, let me get up and go do some other stuff. I sat back down and was like, if you shown the spicy mango, she said, no, I only got the non-spicy one. I said, no, I don't want that one. And she didn't have it. She didn't have it.
Well, when it says spicy mango, what kind of spice? What do you mean, like a cinnamon or what?
No, it's got some heat to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got some heat to it.
He did great. You did
Ah,
great, Zane. You did great.
I don't know how much I missed this. Oh, thank you so much. I will show the rest on my birthday as well. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Thank you so much, Zane. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's why he went on and ordered them. Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, that was really nice of him. Oh, I appreciate you, Zane. Thank you so much. I was like, oh my gosh, because I really like this snack. I'm the kind of person, when I find a snack that I like, I get hooked on it for the longest.
You just eat it till it just wears out. Run it in the ground.
I get hooked on it.
Just run it in the ground and break it off. Just run it in the ground.
All right. All right, we got 15 people in the house. Hey, Aisha. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Welcome. She said, I do that. I know, Claudette. I'm like, oh, wow. I'll eat it too. Let me tell you, I've had some snacks where I've eaten it and then all of a sudden can no longer find it because they're no longer making it and it's so hard.
That's what I always say. Two things always happen. Either they quit making it, or I thought my kids weren't going to like it, or my children weren't going to like it, and I would get it just for me, and then they would like it.
Yeah.
And then they would eat it.
All right. What are we talking about today?
We are going to talk about, our topic is, how do you smile when all you want to do is cry? So it kind of reminds me, and I hope Johnny don't mind me talking about him a minute, but I don't know anything about his channel going down or anything. I don't know anything, but I just had the thought of he had to have been devastated over that and how he must have wanted to just cry. And when it went down, I mean, I literally would have probably cried if that would have happened to me for the second time. And here he is. He said he's done got all of his intros made up, all of his whatever done. I mean, how do you're that strong to start over? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Um,
Oh, to me,
you
just
just
like
got
you
you.
could have sat down and cried, which I would have gave myself a moment anyway. I would have just done it for just like a few minutes.
I will cry too. I will cry. Winnie Walk, hi, my friend.
Hey,
Mwah, welcome
Christina.
in. Um, yeah. I think there was a few weeks back. I think few weeks back, or maybe about a month or two. I remember saying that I just feel like I need to have a good cry.
You were on with Victoria.
I
It
was
was
on
a
with
Friday.
Victoria.
It was a
Okay,
Friday.
it was a Friday, and I just said I really need to cry. You know, I just really needed a good cry. And let me tell you, up till today, since that day I said it, I still haven't had that cry.
And the thing about it is, you probably will when you least expect it.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with that. When something builds up, like you think you're handling it, and you're saying, I got this, I got it. But then you have this feeling of maybe I don't have it, and maybe I just need to sit down and cry. And we were given that emotion. We were
Mm.
given the emotion of crying, and I don't understand why people don't think they think you're weak if you cry. Well, weakness is not always when you cry. Crying is not always weakness.
Yeah.
So, you have to be strong sometimes to cry so you won't kill somebody. But
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you.
I got to go to the back room and cry or I'm going to choke you to death. Let me go back to it. But,
You know what? I've learned to just walk away, go outside, and just because there's so many times I'm just like, I'm just
yeah,
like, yes,
I
and then,
cannot get over the thickness and the height of dumbness. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
People that don't use this, I'm saying to myself, where did it all go? Why don't people think for themselves or think before they do something?
Yes.
But they don't.
Think or say something. I don't get it. I don't get it. Little Debbie says, I like going to the ocean for that relief. Just plain or walk away feeling the sand. And I wish the ocean was that close to me and that I could go do it. I can't really do it. I just get up and I just go out and I just walk and pray. I just walk outside and I pray. And because of that, I tend to get up in the morning after I take my shower or get dressed and everything. I just go out and I just go walk around, you know, let the fresh air or the heat just touch me so I can just,
I think changing your environment and going to a place of solitude where there's nobody, especially if you're not a person that demands attention. Because
mm,
sometimes some people just want to just start crying it out for attention. But when you
mm,
need to release something, you just want to be by yourself. You don't want anybody talking to you. You want to, just leave me alone for a few minutes. And you find your own special place.
mm. I wish I could do this. It said I don't really cry often enough, but when I need to cry, I just let myself cry, but I don't cry enough. Well, for me, I guess I have to go through stuff. Stuff just you get to a point where you really need to cry. And for some reason, like I've said, it's been the last couple of months, or not couple, I think it's been like maybe since December, and I really wanted to cry. And I can feel myself that, Ella, you gotta cry. I hear you, Ella. My best conversation with God is while I'm hiking. Dove season, I get you. I mean, I really wanted to cry. I'm saying, why am I at this situation? And I don't understand it. You know, why am I in this situation? And I go out there and I'm asking God to help me, to just give me the strength to overcome it, because I know that when I start crying, oh my goodness, I could cry a lot. I could cry a lot, and it's not the kind of cry where I cry and then I'm okay.
Yeah, you
Now,
probably get into that ugly crying.
yes, and it's like after I finish, it's never finished. That is why I've been holding myself back, because it doesn't end there. I will feel like, okay, I wipe my tears and everything and I'm okay, and then next minute it's out again. you know I
Right.
cry so much that it gives me a headache, because I've done
Headache.
it before. It will give me a headache.
Yes.
So I just tried. I think that is the reason why I've been holding mine in for the last few months. Because I've gotten to the place that, oh my gosh. But I'm just like, Ella, just put it together, because you got an auction. you know Nobody want to see your puffy face in the morning. you
Well,
know
do you think we try to be too strong a lot of times when we should just cry and get it over with and release it? When a lot of times we keep saying to ourselves, "Don't cry, don't cry, keep it together, keep it together."
so sometimes there's different reasons why you want to keep it together. you
Right.
know so many reasons, people wanting to keep it together. Like me, I've tried to keep myself together because I know that I suffer from depression. I suffer from anxiety. And sometimes when I do cry, I could find myself being
For
in a
days.
place, a place where I don't want to. It's like I don't want to come out of there right
Yeah,
now.
days. Yeah.
Yes. So it's like I don't want to come out. And then I'm the kind of person, I could come on my show and I could tell you, well, I've had a really bad day. I had a really good cry. Before you know it, I'm crying again. You understand? Then I'm crying again. When we lost Cody, I cried on that show. When we
I
lost
remember
Cody.
that. I
Yeah.
remember that.
I cried on that show. And even after the show ended, I was still crying. It took me a while, to get over, like, losing Cody.
I was
I don't
never so
know her
shocked.
personally, but I've known her just the way I've known you. After the auction, we chat up in the back room, and
I
that's
was
how
never
Cody
so
was.
shocked. I was so shocked when y'all come
Yeah.
on and
So
told
for
that.
me, it took me, so that's how I am. So I was like, and I'm sitting down here and wondering. So that's me. My mind now starts to wonder. I start to think about other stuff, and other things start to come into my head, and the tears come back all over again. So even though I'm saying that I really need a good cry, I need to get ready for that cry when it comes. Because if I have to have a
Mark
good
a few
cry, I'm
days
gonna have
on
to
your
make sure it's on the
calendar.
weekend.
Mark off a few days, cry, 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 and then say nobody interferes.
Yeah. My head doc would say, you just need to go walk the beach, and I would leave there so mad. I thought, how could that help? But he was right. Hate to say it, but it works. A lot of people do that. They could go to the beach. I used to have a friend that goes to the beach in the morning. She said before she comes to work, she would drive to the beach. And I could understand, because work was stressful. When she comes to work, it's like, oh, you know. So she will go to the beach and scream, because she was the director of customer service. So she will go to the
Oh my
beach, she
gosh.
will scream, and then get into her car and then come to work. Because she knows that when she comes to work, she's gonna have to deal with some stupidness at work.
Yes. Oh, if
So
you and yes.
yeah. Wait, scream, cry, rock, let your heart break. The tears you don't cry, you carry. I had to let go like that. It's clearing your mind and your body. I'm telling you, yes. And it's like I know I need to, because it's like a detox. I've been holding on to this for so long, and I know that the day is coming, I'm gonna really cry. It's not gonna hold, because even I would say, even up to like last week, I was so close. I was so close,
Well,
you
I
know.
find myself, the older I've gotten, I find myself, I can be in mid sentence and start talking about something and start crying and just tear up. I never used to be like that. I find
Yeah,
myself doing that in my videos. When I talk about my children or my grandchildren, I just all of a sudden just start tearing up and I can't control it.
yeah. And then it's like, and then when the worst thing with me, when I start crying and I can't stop, I'm looking for somebody to help me to stop crying. So I will call. I remember I used to call my friend, you know, in Maryland, and when I call her, I'll be crying. She don't understand what the hell I'm saying, and she will just let me cry because she knows
Yep.
that, okay, when she finished, she will let me know what's going on. And then when I finish crying on the phone, she will say, "You okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not okay. I'm just going through shit, and stuff like that,
Yeah. Well,
and
you
she
just
will
want
listen.
somebody there to be with. You don't really want them. There's nothing they can really say. You
Yeah,
just want them to be there to
there.
know that you are going through that.
Yeah. Hi, Jennifer. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you. Welcome in. Yeah. Hey, Picky Nikki. You say, hey, yo, Ella, you can cry on my
Hey,
shoulder anytime
Nikki.
because I know. Okay, Picky Nikki say, Ella, can we go live? I said, no. She said, can we meet in the back room? I need to cry. I need to cry. We'll go in the back room and she'll be crying. That's how our friendship is. It's like, all right, meet me in the back room.
You meet
We'll
me in
just
the
go to
back
one of the
room.
live we already created and we'll just stay in the back room,
Yeah, just meet me in the back room.
Yeah. Ella, can you meet me in the back room? Oh my
But you
goodness.
got to respect that. You got to respect people that can just be like that, that can say, look, I'm fixing to lose it. I'm fixing to lose my crap. We
Yeah.
got to go to the back room right now.
Yeah. I love her. And I know that, you know what? Let me tell you, she has had an earful from me. Even I feel guilty because it's like, oh my gosh, she'll always tell me, Ella, you can always talk to me because it's like I really need somebody to talk to. And if Picky Nikki wasn't there for me to talk to, I would have gone mad a long time ago. I'm telling you, I would have got.
Thank you,
Let me tell you,
Nikki.
I would have
Thank
gone
you.
mad.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Nikki.
I would have gone mad, and then I feel guilty, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, when I finished the conversation, I said, by the way, did I say how you doing today?
Yeah, after I made it all about me, can we talk about you for a split second?
Like,
Yeah.
how are you? Did I make it about you? And then I started to feel so guilty. Like, you know what? I'm just pouring out. And I know she's going through a lot, but she's always said, Ella, I'm always there for you. Thank you
Look,
so
that's
much, Vicky Nikki. This one is to you, my friend.
Thank you for the super chat. 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 Super, super, super chat. Super, super, super chat.
I appreciate you, Vicky Nikki. I love you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's see who else came in
that
while
would
we
be
were
a good question to ask the chat. Do they feel guilty because they have the feelings of needing to release and they feel guilty for doing that? Because I really don't think you should feel guilty because the human body can only withstand so much pressure. And then
Yeah.
you have to cry, you know what I'm saying? Or you replace it with anger. A lot of people replace wanting to cry with anger,
Oh,
and
yes.
because they can't cry, and they get mad and fight and lose it and act crazy, and
I think that's what has happened to me because I haven't been able to cry. That I think I replace it with anger, and I'm
yeah,
like throwing things and trying, because I'm just like really angry and I'm trying to throw
that's the
things.
opposite. That's the
Yeah,
opposite.
yeah. So I think that's what's happening. That was what's happening to me because I'm getting frustrated. When I get frustrated, I haven't been able to cry. So I'm actually at the point where I'm so frustrated. I'm like, you know what? I'm just throwing things because I'm getting mad. And I'm like, okay, Ella, go out and go take a walk. So I'm just outside to clear my head, because I feel that if I stay in the house, you know what, I will break something valuable. I don't have time to repair nobody's apartment, but you know
Well, when I can't get out of the
hi
house
guys.
and I get frustrated, I start saying 10, 9, 8, 7. I just start counting, like, to calm myself down.
Hmm. I just feel, for me, the best thing for me to do is just walk away. Go outside. I always have this feeling that if I'm outside, the breeze hit me or the heat, I'll be fine. And
It's
my
not
head
worth
will.
having a breakdown or a heart attack, or most things aren't worth that. They're
Yeah.
not
Oh
worth it.
yes, I know now, because what has happened to me is like, you know, when I went to the doctor on Wednesday and they did my blood pressure. My blood pressure was so high. It was 140 over 101.
Oh my gosh, that number on the bottom's high.
I think, was it 100? Yeah, the bottom one is the top one. Don't really matter that much. It was the
The
bottom.
bottom is high.
The bottom one's very high. So
Yes.
they left me there in the room. Um then they came back, maybe thinking, okay, if I'm more settled and everything, they do my blood pressure again. And my blood pressure, because I've been in that situation before, where I test my blood pressure, it will be so high, and then later again I test it and then it will drop. Nah, this blood pressure wasn't dropping at all. The bottom was still high, 101. The top stayed where it was.
How long did you stay there for it to go down?
It didn't go down. It didn't go down. The
Oh,
doctor just said, was we sent your prescription over to the pharmacist. So once it's ready, go pick it up and start taking it.
oh, wow.
It didn't go down. When I came home and I tried it, the top one went up by 144, and the bottom one was still 101.
Well, you don't want them to meet up together, because that's when you have a stroke.
Yeah.
It's when they get, so that the top is still going up and the bottom's going up. It's likely you're not going to stroke out. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But that bottom high is not, that
Yes.
bottom
No.
number is high.
Yeah, and Pikiniki kept saying to me, you got your medication yet?" I said, "No, they don't have it. I have to go." So yesterday I finally went to the pharmacist. When I called them the night before, they got it. So yesterday I finally walked there and had it. Came home and I took it. I've already taken it again this morning. So I have to take it once a day. So yeah, until I go back again. I gotta go do some other blood tests and other some work and everything. So yeah. Hi Crystal, welcome in. Welcome in. Meet me in the back room. Is called for help. I need you.
Yeah.
Hi Robin. Good to see you. I don't want to burden others with my problem. That is why I keep things to myself. And that's true. Sometimes you don't want to, but I let me tell you, that is a very good way to relieve yourself of that burden, not for you just to carry it. It's always good to like share it and find one person that you really trust. Not saying that you're not going to trust a lot of people, but try that one person that you can really trust, that you can share it with, because there it's just somebody you can talk to, so you are able to just relieve yourself of that burden, you know
And
and yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
when we have it up here, this area is so small and
Hmm.
it makes us feel like it's huge. But once we speak it out of our mouth to our friend, it's all out in space then, and it's not as big as we thought it was, because we told it to somebody and they're
Hmm.
saying, "Oh, that's not really huge," but in our brain it was huge and it was a
Yeah.
big problem.
Yeah,
But if we would just release it, it's not as big as we think it is.
it does help. Pikiniki said, "Don't feel guilty, because your real friends are here for you in the times, in happy times and hard times," and which is true. You just have that one friend, and you know what? I'm so glad I have other friends, like I can, I love my sister to death. I can contact my sister, I can talk to her, which I do talk to her. But sometimes I need somebody immediately that I can, when I know if I text, they will text back
You're right, right,
immediately. And Pikiniki is one of the. So when I'm going through certain things and I text her, she texts me back right away. You know, it's not like, yeah, we it's not. Let me tell you how Pikiniki is. When we say good night, when I text her and say good night, let me tell you, if Pikiniki happened to fall asleep and she wakes up and she see my text good night, she will respond. Even if she woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, she will respond to that good night text and then put another one, good morning. That is Pikiniki. You don't understand. When you tell somebody good night, okay, say maybe about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, you say good
right,
night, my friend, and you go to
right,
sleep.
right,
Okay. And normally when I say good night, she responded back good night. Or if she tells me good night, I'm responding back good night. And then it's like when I say good night and I put my phone down, it don't ding by the time I'm falling asleep. That's it, because I put my do not disturb notification on. So even if it comes through, I wouldn't even see it till I wake up in the morning.
right.
When I wake up in the morning, I see her text message. Her text message of good night is like 5:45. And
And then it's good morning right after
then
that.
it's good morning right after.
What I think is this most important is if you only just have that one
Yeah.
friend. A lot of people say, well, I don't really have anybody I can talk to or whatever. But really, if you find just one, you don't have to have five, six. I'd rather not have that many anyway. I'd rather just have one person, maybe two, that I
Yes.
confide things in
Mm.
because you got to be careful. I mean, people can't hold water.
Yeah, I've been in a situation where certain things were happening to me, like when in my marriage, you know, and this person has come to my house and then see what has happened, and I talked to them because I just felt I didn't have no friend at that time. And I think I was like 5 years into 10 years of being married at that time. And I was able to talk to that person about what was happening in my marriage and what I was going through. And it was like, you know what? I can't understand being with somebody that don't know how to budget financially. So it's just like you get the money, you spend. Where I come from, we have to budget,
Right,
because you're gonna have to have money. You not that you just get your salary and you just spend it, because when the time comes when you need the money's
right,
not gonna be there. So I had that problem in my marriage. And when situation happened in the house where we need the money, I find out that I'm the only one bringing the money out, because I got a good savings. And I was like, that's not fair. So this lady, she saw this and we talked and everything, and I like, okay, she's my friend, so you know what. And then when I introduced my best friend to her to sell her insurance, she started to say to her that, oh, Ella did not have no friend when she came from England. She didn't have no friend. I was her friend, so I'm her best friend, you know. And then she proceeded to tell her
oh
my
wow,
business. So my friend now just listened and listened and listened. And then she came back. She said, Ella, this lady that you introduced me to help me sell, to buy, so that I can buy insurance off her.
right,
Yeah, do you know she's telling me your whole life story, which I already know, because I'm a very open book.
right,
You don't really need to say, "Oh, let me find out what happened." No, I will
right.
tell you who I am and
See,
what
I'm the
I'm
same
going
way.
through.
Just ask me. Just
Just
ask
yeah.
me.
So I'm a very open book. You don't need to. I will tell you the shit that I'm going through. You
Right,
know. So it's not matter. You go find out somewhere. Come ask me. I will tell you. Yeah, I'm going through that shit. So my friend said, this is what she said. She said, I only went there to ask for insurance, and she's telling me your whole business. So I called my friend. I said, hey, you were supposed to sell my friend insurance. Why did you go talk about me to her? I said, there's nothing about me to hide. Everything you said to her was true.
It's true.
But you're meeting her for the first time.
And it's your story to tell. It's not
Yeah,
hers.
like, why did you go and talk to her about it? So you have to make sure when you try. So since then, I didn't talk to her. You have to make sure you can find somebody that you can talk to. You talk to somebody that's not going to be talking to other people, to other people, to other people, to other people. Because let me tell you, it will find its way to come back to you. That's what people don't know.
It's like a boomerang.
Yes, it will come back, because that person go tell that other person. That person will tell the other person. Before you know, it come all the way right back to you.
And it's enhanced, and it's larger, and it's bigger than where it started.
Yeah. And then guess what? You say to yourself, I remember who I told that story. So you go back to the first person you told the story. I'm like,
right.
Guess what? I heard it from this person. How did it get? And then you'll be wondering, oh, I told this person. Now that person is going to tell another person and another person, So
we always say, I'm going straight to the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
I'm going to the horse's mouth.
So no matter what you're going through, even if you want to have a really good cry to the person that is not going to go around and tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry that you came over to them to cry. You understand?
Unless you don't care. I mean, if you want to go,
unless you don't care, yes.
So they tell 10 people.
Yeah. Go ahead. At the end of the day, for me, it's like I'm close to a few people, and I'm very close to a little amount of people that I'm close to, that I can tell stuff to, because I just, not like I want to get stuff off my chest. It's just that I don't want to cry right now.
That's just safety.
It's just like I say, I just want to talk about it. I don't want to cry right now. I can cry later. Some of your friends need the burden of your problems. It helps them put theirs to the side. I'm here. Oh, nice. Yeah, because some people were thinking, ooh, when you hear somebody else's story, you'll be thinking, oh, Lord, I thought I was going so bad. You'll be like, I thought I was going through hell. Somebody else is going through hell. So you put your shit to one side, and then now you pay attention to this person.
Yeah, I just got a little bonfire in the back, and their house is on fire. That's what it is.
Yeah, and then you say, okay, let me listen. Blood pressure meds help. Yes. Yes. Let me see. Yes, there are many I can trust. I just don't know where to start. Yeah, I know you have to start at one. No matter what, you start at one first, and it depends on what you tell the person.
And just say one thing. One small thing, and if you can't say anything else, you've let that out. Yeah. You've let that little small thing out.
Yeah.
Robin said, I hide when I'm upset. I get by myself, and I don't want anybody saying anything to me, talking to me, don't ask me questions. Do not ask me questions when I want to be by myself and I'm upset,
Yes.
And I always say, okay, just give me a few. I'll be back in just a little bit.
And the other thing is that, if you're married or you're living with somebody, or, and that person upsets you, the thing that really bothered me is that, I'm upset. Don't come to me and talk to me as if me and you make up already.
Yeah. No,
you already offended me. Don't come and
let me have my moment. Yeah.
Yeah, you come and have a conversation like me. You're just having a conversation from where we left off. No, you hurt me. You hurt my feelings, and that's why I was upset, and that's why I've been quiet. But don't come to me and trying to talk to me as if me and you haven't finished the conversation we were having before.
Right.
No, that just makes it worse. And it just makes me, like I said, want to scream, or cry. But like I said, I've just been holding it. Hi, Randy at noon. Welcome in, Dawn. Good to see you. Welcome. I would rather do it myself too if I can. Okay, that's a different conversation. I ain't missing my good night and good morning with Ella. No.
She said, I ain't missing it.
No, we're too close not to.
That Picky Nicky, she's a true blue right there.
Yeah, let me tell you, that's the, when you have people that can be there for you, and for sure that they are there for you. So no matter what you are going through, they're there to listen to you, and you're there to listen to them as well. Because don't be one-sided. You're not the
No.
only one that is going through.
Yeah, the world don't revolve around just us.
No, so I want to be a good friend too, to somebody else. So I'm a good friend to, I will say I'm a good friend to Nikki, because she's a very good friend to me, So I go and I talk to her about stuff I'm going through, and she too has talked to me about stuff that she's going through, and we try and console each other and help
Right.
each
Can't be
other
one
through it.
sided.
Yeah.
Can't be one
So it's not
sided.
one-sided. She's just listening to me all the time, all the time. I'm telling you, I think she listens to me all the time because I talk to her. I talk to her a lot, all the stuff I go
She
through.
probably looks at her phone and goes, "That damn Ella." She's just like one of my children. I'm having to tend to her. I'm
Like,
having to tend to Ella.
you know what? When Picky Nikki, when we have a conversation, Picky Nikki, if you don't know Picky Nikki will write you chapters and chapters. And I look at it and we say, "Oh my gosh, she wrote a book." Okay, it's not matter if I'll read it later. And she's the funniest thing is that she's waiting for me to respond back, so I have to click on it just for her to know that I got it.
That you
And then
read
I'm
it.
reading
That you
it.
read it.
Yes, because one day I was reading it. She was there waiting for me to respond. I was like, "Oh my gosh, girl, you wrote a chapter." So I use I use the recorded part to talk to her. I can't really do this texting that good. So I use the recorded part of my phone to talk to her. And one day I was talking, like me and her were really having this conversation. And I looked down, it was 12 minutes I've been talking in the phone.
Oh God.
She said, she texted me back. She said, "Oh my gosh, I couldn't
You
even
should have
remember what
said,
you
"You're
said in the
not winning. You're not winning. Just because you can text longer text don't mean you're winning. You're not winning. You're not winning this conversation. You're not winning."
Oh my gosh, I mean, it was funny. It was funny. So that's how we have our conversation. My fix for when my thoughts gets too overwhelming is putting YouTube funny. Oh my goodness, Claudette. Let me tell you what I do. I look for comedy, like on TV. That's because I feel that if I listen to any kind of funny program, it will take me out of that mood that I want to cry and hold that tears for a minute,
Right.
and so I
Right.
can just laugh, and I will laugh out. I don't care if I've seen it over and over again. I will put that show on so I can just laugh. And that thought of me, like, the tears that has been swelling in the back of my eyes will just disappear.
It takes a lot for a comedy or a show on TV or something to make me laugh out loud. So
Yeah.
if I can get into a show that makes me laugh out loud, I'm saying, "Oh, this is a good one." Because
Yes.
I don't laugh out loud as much as I should. Now
That
I'll laugh,
should. Yes. It
but
does
I'm
it
talking
does
about
help.
from the gut laugh, like really laugh.
Yeah. Hi, Tia Nanas. Hi, Lisa. Welcome, everyone that I miss. I appreciate you guys. He said, "I am dying." Me and Colin were sitting in the parking lot one time waiting to go into the store. Then she said, 10 minutes. Colin was like, "Gee, how long is this message?" I was just talking. I even forgot, because now what I do is, like, I will talk for like maybe a minute or two in my phone and let the message go through so she can listen to it. And then I will continue the message again, from where I stopped. And that's what I used to do. But this time I totally forgot. She said,
Look, the little thing that comes up and says 15 minutes later.
yes,
I,
yes. And she told me, she said, "Ella," it was like, "Oh, take message from Ella. Let me listen to her." She said, 10 minutes is the message.
and she
I'm
said,
like,
"Doo, doo, 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 doo."
I love stand up. Dry Bar Comedy is a great channel. Oh, I know. I don't know about that. I probably have to
I
check
like
that
stand
out.
up comedy. I like stand up.
Hi, darling. Mwah, mwah. Welcome, welcome. Like I said, anything that will get me out of my funk. Hi, Boatman. Mwah, mwah. Good to see you, Boatman. Boatman. Anything that will get me out of a funk, I just like to watch it so I can get out of it. But I know this tears, they gotta come one day. I know it's coming, because I've been holding it back for months. And I'm glad you let me know when I said it, because I did say
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I
It was
did
on a
say it.
Friday, and I thought, oh no, Ellis, she's not having a very good day.
No,
But
I've
that's
not
why I
been
was wanting
having
to
a good
ask
day.
you: do you ever had you had your cry yet?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
did you
yeah.
really have your cry? Because I
No.
think people should do that, but they'll know when they're supposed to do it, and it'll just happen. But
Yeah,
don't use your anger before that time comes to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Not
yeah,
toward anybody. Now, if you want to go off and throw something and whatever, and not at somebody, I don't see anything wrong with that. But I mean, just don't take it out on anybody.
I only take my anger out if somebody, pissed me off. But the thing is that I get to the point where it's like, Ella, you need a good cry. If you can't, it's because it's getting really hard to cry right now, but I know I feel it, because I feel it inside of me. But then I'm fighting the tears back, because I know that, okay, I gotta go live. I don't want to go live, and my face is all puffed up and everything. So I just like been holding it. I'm too busy. And I like today, I said to Pikiniki, we were both doing printing labels to get stuff sent out. I texted her, I said, do you know I've been sitting down here over an hour still printing labels? She said, yeah, she's been doing the same thing. It's like we're just printing labels, you know, and it's like, gosh. So there's so many things that I just feel that if I let out this cry that has been building up, it will hold me back from doing stuff that I want to do, because I
I
know.
was just thinking when I was younger, my sister and even other family members would say, Angie never cries. She
Mhm.
never shows emotion. She never cries. But it was the situation that I was in.
Yeah,
Well, when I married James and I wasn't very emotional, I was loving, but not very emotional. I didn't cry a lot. It took a lot. If I cried, you knew something was wrong.
yeah,
But now, since I've been married to him for 30 some years and had two children and now grandkids, I can cry at a drop of a hat. I'm watching something on TV, him come in and tell me something that happened to somebody in our community. I just go to crying, just like a big
mhm,
baby. I
yeah,
never would do that as a teenager and a young girl in my young lady in my 20s. I would
yeah.
never show that kind of emotion.
Mhm.
Never.
Lisa says, once I start crying, I have a hard time stopping. And that's the thing. That is my fear, because I know myself, when I start crying like that, it's hard.
And
And when
that's
I
a bad
finally,
headache.
yeah, I
Oh,
have a bad headache in the end of it. And by the time I finish it, I'm thinking, okay, it's finished. It's never, it never at all. So yeah, I can understand. Boatman said Ella will be mad at you for 7 days. I will fight you for 7 days. Spring is here. Renewed hope is on the way. I know. I mean, springtime is when you clean out house, you clean your house, you rearrange. I remember, like, um before I moved into like my apartment right now, it's like when I used to live in a big house, when springtime comes, it just makes everything look like clean and fresh. I used to rearrange my living room, my bedroom, put new curtains up, change it. I'm like, okay, the chairs were this way, let's move it that way, let's move the TV that way, and everything will look like it's new again. you know I love to do things like that. I haven't had time to do it, because of where I'm living, kind of small. I think that kind of helps take out a lot of stress. You
Right.
know,
Right. It
I
relieves a
get
lot of
so
stress.
frustrated that big cry. I get angry trying to express my disappointment and end up in tears. I know, darling. Gosh, I never cried when I was younger. Everybody knows if I start crying when mad, the better, the better run,
They better run.
the
Okay,
better
she's
run.
crying. We got to go. We got to go now. We got to go. I'll meet you at the car. I'll meet you.
Let me tell you, when I get mad, I say to myself, I think I'm changing. You guys heard me tell the story several times, 100 times probably. The first time that I really showed that I was mad was when my husband talked to me um with disrespect in front of a worker when he was asking something about a printer ink, which I know the printer ink, and he was trying, why don't you try this one? I was like, no, that's not the right one. And he disrespected me the way he talked to me. That's the one thing. You do not disrespect me when we are
Agreed.
in public. You
Agreed.
disrespect me in public, let me tell you, I will give it to you 100-fold. Okay.
Agreed.
And then when we come home, oh my gosh, you better run for the hills. That day I was quiet. He never knew. I waited till 3 o'clock in the morning and I got up and I taught him a lesson. I told him, I said, you know what? If you want to call the police, now will be the best time for you to call the police. You
Here's
know,
your 5 seconds. Here's your
I
chance.
said, yes, best. I mean, when I jerked that pillow off from underneath his head that day, and he was sleeping so soundly. I mean, don't piss a mad woman off because you know I used that pillow and whip him senseless with it. He's a
And
big
don't
guy. He
act
could have come
like
up and held my hand and
don't act
smacked
like
me or
nothing's
something.
wrong, and you
But for
know that I'm
me,
still
it's like
mad.
where I come from, I can stand shoulder to shoulder with nobody, with anybody. I don't care who you are. You can be Goliath. I will stand, I will be David. I will stand shoulder to shoulder with you. I don't care who the hell you are. I mean, you can think you can beat me, but you better run because you never know what's gonna be in my hand. I'm gonna use as an instrument.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
I said, well, you want to call the police? Go ahead, call the police. Next time, you never ever talk to me like that in public. And let me tell you, when it happened again, after I told the person, don't you ever talk to like that, that person was lucky, because I said to myself, Ella, you changed because you would have waited till midnight.
Yeah.
You would have waited. You
But
would have
it's
waited
like
till
you
3 o'clock
said,
in the morning.
you don't know the heart of a person. You don't know just how far they will go
Yes.
for
Hi,
to make
Crafty.
a point. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? For them, you don't know. You think you know somebody, but you really don't until you do a certain thing, and then that sets it off.
Yeah. And then that's the thing, especially when I tell you several times, do not disrespect me in public. I don't talk down at you in public. Don't talk down at me. Don't shush me. Don't talk to me with disrespect when people are in there. I'm the kind of person is like, I don't care if I'm older than you or you are older than me. I respect you whether you're
Right,
younger or if you're
right.
older. But if you talk to me with disrespect, now and then on the other side is going to show up and is going to tell you that, you know what, where we come from, this is how we deal with people that disrespect people.
And I
you
really
know
don't like to see that side of myself, but
I
it
don't
is
like it,
there.
but sometimes
But it is
people,
there.
when people push you, they push you where that side just takes over. When I say, people say personality, we all have a personality, and we have the one that would not, it's like that personality of mine that come forward is to protect me, because let me tell you, when I was younger, I was abused. When I was younger, not only physically and emotionally and whatever, I was abused as a child growing up. So let me tell you, I was always in a place where it looked like I didn't really defend myself when I should have been able to defend
Right,
myself.
right.
Now, I got to a point where the abuse happened when I was in I was a teacher now, and I got deceived by somebody, and I got raped. When I got raped, let me tell you, I I was, God saved me from that situation, because if God did not save me from that situation, I don't know where I would have been. God saved me from that situation, and I played it like, oh yeah, I was really into whatever, even though my mind never in a million years thought that was ever going to happen to me. And this person was like, I played it so nicely, like, oh, you're gonna come over and see me tomorrow? Oh yeah, I'm gonna come over and see you tomorrow. I said, okay. Let me tell you, when I got back to the barracks, because I was teaching in an army barracks, a secondary school I was teaching at. And I got to the army barracks where I was staying with my friends, and I told my friends, I said, this is what happened to me. It was somebody that I thought I knew.
Interested.
And they said to me, what? I say, yes. I said, but guess what though? This person thinks I'm all into them. They're going to be here tomorrow evening. So we need to get ready. Man, the other side came out where I never thought that side of me ever existed. But that side of me was that's trying to protect me.
Right.
That asshole brought himself back thinking I was really interested in him after he raped me.
Right.
He came back that day. Who had the last laugh and who was crying by the time we finished with him?
Right.
Okay. And we were in the army barracks when the soldiers at the gate, because he was running. When the soldiers at the gate caught him and we caught up, okay, the soldiers were like, what happened? And when I told them, this guy was peeing on his pants, because he knows that these
Well,
army
you probably wasn't his first victim, and they probably had heard that he was doing that around, and the guys got mad.
No, they didn't know, because he came to visit me in the army barracks, because he didn't know that, oh, you know what? I was living in the army barracks, because as a teacher, they give you accommodation there.
Right.
So he turned up. Let me tell you, when he turned up, the side that was like, Ella, no, we're not doing all this quietness that you always do and show, you always act timid and everything. That side of me was like, no way. And my side switched. Okay. And we showed this guy hell. Hell. And let me tell you, it was only when we went to the gate when he was running that my other side switched back to me. I switched back to myself.
Right.
And I knew that when my side told the story about this guy raping me, let me tell you, those soldiers,
I
oh
bet
my
they were
gosh,
upset about it.
oh my gosh, the worst would have happened. But I quickly stopped it, because I just felt, you know what? God is gonna take control of this situation.
Right.
I'm not gonna put it in the hands of this person. So
Right.
I quickly switched back, and I said, you know what? I think we as ladies, we've done enough. So just let him go. I had to beg the guys to let him go, and they let him go.
They would have probably beat him within an inch of his
They would
life.
have I'm telling you, so they let him go. So I've always had a side of me. From that day, I knew I had that side of me. Like, I have the beast. You mess with me, let me tell you, the other side of me is gonna turn 360 quick. And I know people they can testify to this story. They're gonna turn and gonna say, yeah, I know, I've seen that side of Ella. It's not a pretty good side. You don't want to put me there. If I come switch, I'll switch back. You people talk, you say people got personality traits and stuff, that everybody has one. It just depends on how you use it.
Right.
Mine,
What would
I
trigger?
used mine that day. I used
What
mine,
would
and it only had
trigger?
to take somebody to rape me for me to switch.
I think that would trigger anybody, though.
So yeah, at the end of the day, it's life. I always tell my life story. It's like, stuff happened to you, sometimes somebody else would know. My mind was telling me, Ella, don't go with this guy. My friends were like, Ella, yeah, we can get the handbag, because he said, oh, he has handbags as teachers, you can sell the handbags to your co-workers. And I was like, I'm telling you, my mind was like, Ella, don't
Red
go.
flags were going up everywhere.
And I was, yes.
And
And
you should
I was like,
always
okay.
heed to those. You should always heed to those red flags.
I'm
Always.
telling you. But I didn't even know. I was like, okay. Then my friends was like, go, you need to go get those bags so we can sell and make money. And I was like, okay. So I got to the place. I was like, I was looking at place. I'm like, they take you into places you don't even know how to come out of, you
Right.
know. And I've never been to that part of town before. I was like, what? It's like a village in a village in a village, or a city in a city in a city. I mean, so when I got there, I was like standing outside. I was like, okay, so where are the bags? He said they're inside the house. Let me tell you, when I was standing there, I saw guys coming out of the room, like one, two, three, four,
Oh
five, six,
no.
coming out of the room, you
Oh
know. And
no.
then he said, "Oh, the bags are inside. Come in, come in, come in." I said, "No, I'm here. Just bring the bag." The guy said, "No, I don't want to bring it out so that everybody. You come in." So I went in. He said, "Well, this is one thing. That's what's gonna happen. Or I can just open the door and see all those guys that went out. I can just tell them to come back in." And that's when I knew that. Okay,
You've been caught.
yeah,
Yeah, they had you.
they had me. I said, "You know what, Ella? Just do what you gotta do and just save your life right now."
Yeah, get out of there alive. Yes.
Alive. So I did what he wanted to do. He raped me. Once he finished, I acted as if everything was good. But that's when my other side I never knew I had came out. We were like,
Well, that's
okay.
understandable, and I think I would probably have done the same exact
And let me tell
thing.
you, I never knew I had that side until that side came out, and I had to keep that side, And that's why when I tell
Locked
people,
up.
you don't want to mess with me, because my other side will definitely come and defend me, because I never knew how to defend myself. You
Right.
know, I never knew how to defend myself at all, and I'm always apologizing, always saying sorry for stuff I didn't do, and
And that is so good for you to say, Ella, because I think everybody needs to know that they do have a part of them that will defend them.
yes,
Like
yeah,
you need to say, I'm worth defending. If
yeah,
nobody defends me, I'm going to take up for myself because I'm
yeah,
worthy of it,
yeah. Yeah.
And you
And
got
I'm
to
telling you,
fight for
it
yourself.
saved my life.
Right.
It saved my life. So it's like when I go through certain situation, I was like, gosh. And then I have to be strong, but I don't have to be strong all the time. I have to cry. Like right now, I feel like I need to cry right now. But I was like, Ella, you need to cry. And I know I need to cry, but it will come one day and I will
Oh, it
cry.
will come and it will be okay. And if it's on air when you do, everybody will be like, okay, that was that cry that's been coming for a little while. Go ahead. And we'll probably all start crying too. So don't worry about it.
I know. Oh, Jennifer, I'm telling you, that was a long time ago. But people been hurting me, and it is. And another thing I am well, we're out of time because we want to go over to Tracy Cakes. But the other thing I wanted to say, maybe I have to discuss this maybe another time. You know what? Gosh, it was just there in the tip of my tongue, and I forgot about it. It's always good, let me tell you, you can always start over, no matter what happened to you in life. Don't think this is the end of my life. You can always start over again.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know,
And
you
build it
over,
bigger and better.
yes, bigger and better. Always know that you can start over, no matter what happens in your life. You can always start over again. Because I have started over my life. I've started over again so many times,
And don't
that,
give up. And
yeah,
don't give up.
don't give up no matter what. No matter
Keep
what.
fighting. Don't give up.
Yes, because like I'm gonna like be crying, thinking, "Oh my gosh, this happened to me. Why? How am I gonna do this?" But I keep telling myself, maybe that's why I haven't cried yet. It's like, Ella, it's gonna get better. If no matter what, you can start all over again. You've done it before, haven't you? Not once, not twice, not even 3 times. You've done it over.
And I will carry you through it the next time.
Yes. So just know that. Anyway, guys, this is Tracy Cake's link. Thank you, Jennifer, for dropping it. She changed the time to they are running late, sourcing and taking. Oh, okay. So they changed the line. Oh, change the time.
Oh, they
Okay.
did change the time? Okay.
Good. All right.
Yes,
All right.
we're
Let's
good.
say
We're good.
let's yeah, we're good. Robin says she's tired of starting over again. Robin,
That's
you
understandable, though. I mean, it is understandable because when I have a relapse in my autoimmune disease and I relapse and I can't move and I can't do anything and I'm weak and all that, the last time that I had a relapse, I told James, I said, I don't know how many more times I can do this. I'm tired of fighting. I'm
mm,
tired.
mm.
But I have them beside me going, James is going, come on, you can do it. My kids are saying, Mama, come on, get up, come on, you can do it. And it's hard, but you do it.
Yeah, you do it. Hi, Silent Silver. Welcome in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you, Silent Silver. Silent Silver is from the coin community, guys. Don't forget, we have Coining Around. He's on later today. I think 6:45, and then Jeff is on later as well from the coin community. Yeah, and it is hard to start all over again. I'm telling you, it is. When certain things happen in your life and you be thinking about it like, I give up. I'm just give up. But sometimes when life says, Ella, you gotta start over. I have to start over. There's nothing I could do about it.
Ella,
Life is telling me don't.
I don't know if you find yourself doing this when you had to start over or when something happened, but I find that I can't people very well. After something I go through, it's just like I don't want to people. You know what I'm saying? You've been hurt by somebody or something's been done to you, and it's like I can't do this. I can't be close to people. I'm gonna have to give myself a break. And then I'll break and then I'll heal from it, and then I'm like, okay, well I'm ready to people again. I can be around people. But when something bad happens to me, usually it's a person that's hurt me or something I've been through, and I'm like, oh, I just can't. I've invested too much, and I just can't do it. And then all of a sudden, I'll go through it, and I'll come back and go, okay, I'm ready to people again.
Mm.
I'm ready to be around people and make friends and have friends and whatever. But when I go through something, it's like I don't even want to get close to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because some it's a person that hurt you. It's like when somebody really hurt you, okay, it's like, okay, who can you trust now? That's what you say to yourself. It's like, can I trust anybody? If a person that you've been relying on, or you're somebody that you're friends with, or somebody that you're dating, or somebody that you're married to, they do something to you. Like when my ex, okay, filed for personal bankruptcy. I've told the story 100 times. That's why I tell you people I'm an open book. And find out that the IRS came after me for his debt that I didn't even know he had. You know, okay, I was so pissed off. I was
I
so
would have
mad.
been so mad.
I was so bitter. Okay, and I thought I didn't want to deal with him. I don't want to see him, and my level of panic attack and anxiety went up past 100% because you know what? I just like, why would somebody that say they love you do this thing to you?
And then you
The
didn't even
people that
use
say
that
they love
money.
you, they're the ones that hurt you. And I've noticed that people say, oh, I love you. No, if you love me, you wouldn't do stuff to hurt me. Now I
Exactly.
stay away from those people, and that's what I do. I just stay away. Like, I just can't find myself, and I stayed away from him for the longest, for years, even when he was like, come back, come back, come back, you know and I would have gone back. I would have gone back. But I said to myself, Ella, you can do this. You built your life before all over again. You can always do this. And I did it. This is
Right.
something that happened to me in 2016. We're in 2024. That's the longest we've been separated.
Right.
Supposed to be going through a divorce, still waiting for the divorce to be final. You understand? That's it. But then it only took like maybe the last 3 years for me to say, Ella, you got to forgive and move on. You know, this person is moving on and doing stuff with their life. You got to forgive, you got to move on with
Yeah.
yours. And once I did it, I was able to say, I forgive you and I forgive myself. And since that day I said it, we've been just like friends, you know. So it's like friends where you can call me and say, hey, could you help me with this, or this happened and blah blah blah, and I could call and say, hey, I just wanted to run something by you. Like when the doctor, because he's a chef, so when the doctor said, oh, with your blood pressure being high right now, you're gonna have to cut out salt. I'm like, okay, who's gonna know the alternative to freaking salt?
Salt. Yeah.
I'm like, ah, my ex, he's a chef. So I had to call him and say, hey, my blood pressure is up again. I need an alternative to salt. So he was giving me, oh, you got to buy this. You got to buy this. You can use this when you buy this. So that's the level that we're in right now.
And
You
see, it's
know,
good that you got there. And it's also, it's so, it's come to me when you said that. Isn't it strange how you can be in love with somebody or love somebody? They hurt you and you're in anger mode and these blinders go up or this go down and you're like, I'm not having anything else to do with you. And just a few weeks or 2 months before then, you were just so in love with them, you know?
yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the guard goes up like, oh no, you hurt me. That's it. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah, I've been in that situation. It's like, you know what? When you get hurt so many times, you can forgive the person, but you can say, you know what? I'm done.
I'm not going back to enemy
I'm
camp.
not doing this, because it's hard and I just can't keep, and I can't keep doing this. I can't keep reliving this because it's like nothing. It's like I'm saying something you're not hearing what I'm saying because stuff just keep happening. It's not going as well, so it's like stay away from it. And what you're trying to do, you're trying to protect yourself. That's all you're doing.
Yes,
You're trying to protect yourself
that's
and
true.
you're trying to
Yes,
protect that other person too.
yes,
You know,
yes. That's
Little Debbie says, I'm old and I don't want to, but actually, I am soon. I will be looking to downsize and start again somewhere smaller. Little Debbie, it only takes grace. You will be able to do it, no matter what. You might be saying to yourself, I can't do it, I can't do it. But let me tell you, you will be able to do it. You'll be thinking you're not strong enough, but you are definitely strong and you will
I
be able
think
to do it.
downsizing would be good because I think if James and I ever left this house, that the next one we go to, it would be downsized a little bit.
Mhm.
And it would be enough for just us. I'm not one of these people that have to have a 4,000 square foot home. Now, if my children were here and my grandchildren, okay, you have your wing, that'd be fine. But just for James
Mhm.
and myself, we don't need something that big. No.
you know like I say, every most time I say, you know what, I know I'm living in a one bedroom apartment. Even my house in England was bigger than this. Okay, it was bigger than this. Even this one bedroom apartment, I had a studio. My studio was really big, you know but because of now that I'm here with the business, I'm used to living in bigger places. I left my parents, I lived a bigger place. I moved, I was working, I had my own spot. It was bigger enough for me and I felt comfortable, you know. And then I met my husband, we were married, we went from a two-bedroom apartment to a three-bedroom car garage house. Everywhere was big and stuff. And then when things fell apart, I moved into this one-bedroom flat. You know what? You feel like, I've downsized. Is not, you feel cozy. I felt so cozy when, I felt, oh my gosh, I never thought I would see myself in living in this kind of smaller space until when
You're
I started
probably
doing.
more in tune with yourself.
Yes, because it's
You're
just me,
probably more,
myself, and
yes,
I. So when it's me, myself, and I, you'll be thinking, okay, I'm downsized now, okay, but you feel comfortable. It's you, and you'll be okay. Jeff
right.
said you can always start over. Just keep your head up and push forward, and that's the only thing you can do. You can always start over. And in the beginning, you might be thinking, oh, it's too hard. I have to do this. I have to do that. Everybody has to do it. It is life. We all go through it. You got to start somewhere. So, yeah. The same thing happened to me, Ella. I know it's hard. I'm friends with my ex hubby. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can't really be bitter too much. Bitterness Oh my God, it eats you. It's
It only
worse.
hurts us if we are bitter
Ah,
and
that's what I
mean.
got to. Let me tell you, you will grow old. You look young. Your age will be young. And let me tell you, the stuff that has happened in my life. When I tell people, come Monday, next week Monday, not this Monday, the 25th, I will be 57. People don't believe that I'm 57. Even
No,
my mom
because
was laughing at me. She said, "You
all
don't
right,
look
let's just
57."
compare this. Ella will be 57 March the 25th. I will be 57 May the 17th. So there you go.
Yeah.
There is the difference right there. This is
Hi,
the older
Susanna.
57 compared to the younger 57. There
Welcome.
you go.
So,
Because we
y-
are 2 months apart.
yeah, people don't believe. It's because I try not to, I've learned to forgive, and I learned to just carry on with life. Sometimes things hold us back and we look so old. I mean, like, how old are you? You say, "Oh, I'm this age." But then you look 60, you look 80, you look almost
Yeah, you look
100.
70 something. What
Yeah.
happened? What
And it's
happened?
because we've been carrying something inside of us. We don't want to let go.
Sadness, bitterness, anger,
Sadness, bitterness, and all the
sorrow.
junk we carry
Yeah.
it inside because somebody hurt us or because whatever. Let me tell you, I had to learn from my own experience, and that's why I don't do it anymore. I don't do it. I had to learn. Mine actually ended up in hospital. That's how mine ended me up in hospital. The doctor looked at me and said that we don't see anything wrong with you. For you to go to the hospital and spend the night in hospital, and the doctors check you and tell you they don't see anything wrong with you, and I'm thinking, yes, something is wrong with me. And the doctor like, I know, we checked your vitals, we checked this, we checked that, you're okay, you know.
Well,
And I said,
when my heart doctor put my pacemaker in, he come in my hospital room and he said, "Do you want to live a lot more years?" And I said, "Well, yeah." He said,
yeah,
"I don't care if it's family. I don't care if it's your church. I don't care who it is. Anybody that brings stress to you
yeah,
without cause." Like he said, no, sometimes in life, we're going to have stress. Somebody's going to die. Somebody's
yeah,
going to be sick. You're going to have some stress. He said, but undue stress, he said, I don't care who it is, let it go.
let it go.
Just let them go and don't even have anything to do with them.
Yeah.
And honey, when he told me that, it was like he gave me permission to
Mm.
say, "Oh, my doctor said I can't be around you." I said, "I got to live a long time. You got to go because you bringing stress to me, and I can't have you. You,
Yeah,
you
I
got to
said it.
go."
For me, I say to myself, Ella, you've lived, let me tell you, I've lived a hard life. When I mean a hard life, my parents split when I was 16. Let me tell you, it was hard, and I struggled through it, and I came out of it with the God's grace. You know, when I tell you it was a hard life, it was a hard life. Okay. And people don't really understand it. And I look at my age now, it's like, the stress I've gone through, I said, I don't want to be going through stress like that. Not at this time in my life, because I want to be enjoying life right now.
Right,
You know, I've had news of people that I know in the last 6 months that have passed away. And
right.
I'm thinking they were 60, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be 60 in 3 years.
Yeah, I'm
You
so
know,
close to it. I'm so close to that number.
yeah, and I'm worried that if I'm gonna continue to be stressed or let people stress me at my age, I'm not gonna live to see 60.
Right,
You know, I'm not gonna
right,
live to see stress 60. So it's like I want to enjoy life right now. I want to be able to do my auction. I want to be able to take a break. Which I have not taken a break since I started this business. When I did my business in 2007, I used to go to England like nearly almost once every 2 years. The last time
So
I
how
went
long
back
has it
home,
been? Ella, how long has it been since you
It's
taken?
been too long. The last time I went back home was 2018 for my sister's vow renewal. I haven't been back
19,
home
20,
since. You
6 years.
know, yeah. And I'm the one that used to travel a lot. I travel this world a lot. And now it's like I don't travel. I'm just like, and I'm like, no. I have, last time, well, the first time I went on a cruise was 2000 and before it was, I think it was before the pandemic. After I came back, by the time they were talking about the pandemic being really like a pandemic was 2020,
20. Yeah.
2019. Yeah,
Yeah.
2019 in July, I went on a 7-day cruise, you know. So
Did you
it's
go
like
by
I
yourself?
haven't lived enough.
Did you go by yourself?
No, my friend invited me, you know. And now I have another friend and she's invited me. She was like, Ella, we need to go on a cruise this year, and I'm thinking, yeah, I need to, because life is just too short for me
Yeah.
to be in one place,
You're
not
exactly
doing
right.
anything. Yeah, not doing anything and get tired. No, I can't do it. When
You
I
got
was
to do
single, I
something for
traveled. When
you.
I was married, I traveled. So I'm single again. Why shouldn't I not travel? Why should I be tied to one place?
Right.
No.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, so if you are unable to start over, those who have hurt you, me, that allows them to win. Yeah, my health issues get me down often, but I can't let that win either. Love doesn't hurt. Yes, I'm so glad you said that. Love shouldn't hurt. When people hurt you and then they tell you, "Oh, I love you," how
You
could
better
you
think
love
again.
somebody and you hurting the person?
Right. You better
In
think
my book,
again.
that is not love. I don't know what book that is in. You can't continue to hurt somebody and they're telling you hurting them, and you say, "Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, but I love you." No,
No, you don't.
you don't, because love does not
You love
hurt. The
yourself.
Bible
You
says
love
love is
yourself.
kind. It breaks down what love is. And
Yep.
if you go and read it in Corinthians and your love doesn't compare to what the breakdown is in Corinthians, then you're not loving at
You
all.
don't love somebody.
Yeah. Amen. Love isn't supposed to hurt. No. You know. Yeah, for your information, the morning show will be on tomorrow at 9. Yes. Yeah. Johnny told us. We know. Yeah, Tuan. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Claudette.
Hi, Cassie. Welcome in. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah. So, love, blessings, everyone. Almost time for the heifers. Yes. So, we are going to go over there. I appreciate you guys coming in. We do go off topic because this is what we always do. We bring a topic, we'll talk about it, and then we'll talk about anything that relates to what we are talking about.
And anything that the chat wants to.
Amethyst!
Hey, Amethyst.
Good to see you, Amethyst. So we love you guys. I will be back in the afternoon, sorry, at 12 for jewelry unboxing. I thought I would never get a box, but my box came today.
Oh,
So we're
great.
doing a jewelry unboxing tomorrow at 12. So please come in. I will be doing sales from that box as well. And then in the evening, myself and the lovely Picky Nikki will be on
The
at
lovely
6.
Pinky Nikki.
Yeah. And then Angie will be back. Angie, tell them where you're going to be.
I am going live on Wednesdays now between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m. is when but I'm doing a giveaway this Wednesday for my 1,200 neighbors, my 1,200 subscribers. And I'm going to be giving away a $25 Amazon card, but you have to be subscribed to my channel in order to win. But I'm going to be giving that away Wednesday. The neighborhood chat video has already come out for last week. If you want to go back and watch, it's my latest video. Then after that, I'll have a neighborhood chat video, and usually another video in between, because James and I are starting to plant the garden. We're having a vegetable garden, and that went over real well when we would have our garden and I would do videos. So I have those videos up, and some of the grandbabies, and of course Easter's going to be here at our house. So I'll have a lot of things going on my channel. But come over and visit and become my neighbor. I'd love for you to.
All right, guys. Don't forget all the other shows that's going to be coming on in the coin community as well. So please make sure you check them out. We love you guys, and we'll see
Love
you
you.
over at these channels that are having their
Hey,
auctions
good
or
luck.
the
Good
chat
luck
later.
tonight at
No.
Tracy and Colleen's. Good luck.
Oh yeah, they're doing their big giveaway. So make sure you go over there. Until next time, guys. Bye. Peace.
Bye. Well, that worked out.